Stephen Harwood, Senior Music Editor at KiwiboxDotCom, and we've got Alison Sudol, a.k.a. A Fine Frenzy, on the line. How are you doing today, Alison?
I'm doing wonderfully, thank you.
Excellent. Where are you stationed at right now?
I'm in Los Angeles, actually, where I live. I'm home.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Yeah, it must be a nice relief after your recent tour.
It's, it's pretty strange and wonderful because when you get so used to being on tour, it's kind of surreal being at home. But I'm getting used to it, for sure.
Great. Let's talk about the album, One Cell in the Sea, which came out last year. Where did the title for that come from?
The title comes from the second song on the album, which is a song called The Minnow and the Trout, and it's a song about unity, basically, and how people get so caught up in differences and things like that, and like, okay, you're this and I'm that, so we can't, possibly understand or help each other, and we all started whatever religion or theory or whatever you ascribe to, we all come from somewhere. We're all connected as human beings, and so in that way we're all united by the same emotions and things like that, and so we're not really that different. And I feel like the songs on this album, pretty much anyone can relate to because they're just things that happen to people. Love, loss, hope, life, death. I mean, those are just parts of life, and that's really where it came from, and just, loneliness as well.
I read in your bio that you're heavy into literature and do a lot of reading. Are there any literary references on the album?
Not outright, but definitely, different things from fairy tales and fables to Alice in Wonderland, and I don't know, I mean, it's more, I just try to create the mood that I feel when I'm reading something fairy tale or fantasy-esque, where it's definitely rooted in real life, but there's a little bit of magic in it and whatnot, and I don't know, that's just kind of the way that I like to see the world, so.
Your music's very mellow and romantic. I've listened to a lot of it. What kind of inspiration do you have to make music in this style?
Lots of different things. I mean, I listen to a lot of music from the UK when I was writing this album. So there's like a strong sense of melancholy in British music, and the weather and stuff like that. It all sort of makes this sort of dark, kind of brooding thing. And I've been an Anglophile since I was tiny, and so I feel like I identified a lot with that sort of mood, and also just English literature and all of that. I feel like the language is just, I don't know, it's lovely, and so that was sort of what was influencing me when I was creating the album. I wanted to make music for rainy days and lonely days and things like that.
You just came back from your European tour. How was the experience of traveling overseas for you? It
was wild. I mean, at first it was highly disorienting because everything is very different out there, and so it took me a minute to really settle in and feel at home. But then when I did, I was just fell in love with all the different countries and everything. There's just such a strong sense of history and of I know the architecture, the culture, the people, the different countries and their own personalities, the different even cities and their own identifying qualities. I don't know, it was just really fascinating, and I was there basically in the first bloom of spring, so the weather was outrageous and extraordinary, and everywhere I went was just like discovering a new jewel. Every city seemed to roll out its best colors for us, and it was really amazing.
Was there one city in particular that you were most attracted to or loved the culture the most?
They're also different